HTJ.tax, the international tax firm for 6, 7, and 8-figure investors and entrepreneurs who are living that international life. Are you ready?
What makes the New Zealand trust unique from other jurisdictions, if at all?
So foreign trust. Let's talk about foreign trust because those are now extremely popular in New Zealand. One of the reasons New Zealand is so popular is not tainted with the tax haven qualifier. Tax havens are becoming extremely difficult to work with. They have new restrictions in terms of which countries will accept money transfers in and out of those tax havens. There's substantial business operation tests such as Cyprus, Isle of Man, Nana Teles, Caymans, even the Panama free zone is now putting in place substantial business tests in order to access the zero tax rate. The New Zealand tax trust system is entirely different in that John Key, who was the Prime Minister of New Zealand for a long period of time, who was ex-chair of one of the venture capital funds in New York, knew some people to talk to at the OECD. And he asked the OECD, what would it take for us to have a foreign trust regime in New Zealand at a zero tax rate that you would approve? So in fact, the OECD officials came down to New Zealand and advised the New Zealand government on what had to be in the legislation to have the OECD tick of approval for our zero tax rate foreign trusts. And it was all about disclosure. So underlying beneficial ownership effectively. And we passed the law in accordance with the OECD requirements. So New Zealand is now the single only OECD approved foreign trust regime that has a zero tax rate. There's nowhere else in the world you can have that tick of approval. New Zealand is also a modern, stable democracy. Nothing's happened here in terms of political upheavals since we had the vote in 1886. We have a very modern banking system. And because we have so many domestic trusts, everyone is used to the operation of a trust. Everyone knows how the trusts work. The banks know how the trusts will work. The banks are au fait with foreign trusts. So New Zealand is very popular because it's OECD approved, a modern democracy, stable, banking system works very efficiently, and it's zero. The tax rate on foreign income of a New Zealand foreign trust is zero. So that's really why the foreign trusts, I think, have become so popular here. In terms of, and the rate of growth, even myself, we would do a couple of weeks.
So if you're a 6, 7, or 8-figure investor, entrepreneur, or business owner who needs a tailor-made solution from a qualified team of professionals, we can help you achieve the international lifestyle, the freedom, and even the tax savings you're looking for. Visit us at htj.tax and live that international life.